Okay, let's see. Oh wait, what the? I have to go down this way. Okay, get my axe. Boom. Okay, let's do that. Oh wait, am I doing something? Am I talking to someone? Oh wait. Oh hey guys, welcome to Brett's Real Gaming. And yes, I'm excited to be here because for one thing, it's Brett's Real Gaming time, and we are going to talk about some video games here today. Today, I'm all excited to be here to talk about it because right now I'm playing God of War that came out in 2018. I'm going to play this game right now because I could love to review this game as well. But overall, I'm more excited to talk about this list. So this is my top 10 favorite video games. And I know if I get over 100 likes, I'll do a top 20 best or favorite video games. Let me know in the comments below. If I get over 100 likes, I would definitely will do that. So yeah. So my list isn't the same as everybody else's. I'll have to know in the comments what is your top 10 favorite video games as well. So here is my top 10 list that I chose that made it to the list. So for kicking off the bottom tier itself, for number 10 I chose was Uncharted, which of the Uncharted games I chose for number 10. It's the third one, Drake's Deception. And I love how they did with the story arc. You see Nathan Drake growing up and is on his own adventure, trying to work with Sully to see how this whole story will play out, to the final act of the story of it all. Like I love the storytelling of Nathan Drake, seeing like how he is growing up from being a kid on his own, learning about Sir Francis Drake, and everything else turned into chaos later on in the gameplay. Like the gameplay hits differently, the emotions was great. Like I played the Uncharted games for years, from the PS3 to the PS4, and now on the PS5, since I actually own those games now. But I think, in my opinion, the story was great. Well played, fun story. I love how they did with everything about Nathan Drake. So for me, that's why it made it to number 10. For number 9, they actually beat Uncharted 3. I was surprised it was Detroit Become Human. For Detroit Become Human, you play as three different characters in this game. Three different androids: Marcus, Kara, and Connor. You play as three different androids through the whole game itself. Like, for my opinion, I did fell in love with the story. Like, well, the whole Diva story was more involving with Kawa and Alice, because those two was great. You built up the relationship with each other from being nobody to get to know them, try to become more like sisters. And from this story with Kawa and Alice, then you meet Luther in the game. You base up the whole emotions, the whole relationship with everyone with Kawa's story. So Connor works as a detective, working with detective, trying to uncover the case of what's going on with all the androids. But with Marcus, builds a rebellion team, tried to take down and save every android in Detroit. It has the biggest sacrifice, but makes it more chaotic. But it was really a fun story. I love playing that game itself. I played that last year. It was really a fun story. I really fell in love with everyone. For number 8, I was between Star Wars Jedi Survival or Jedi Fallen Order. I love both of those games. But Jedi Fallen Order really hits differently because you got to know the whole story about Cal Kestis um, becoming a Jedi. Because this takes place during Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. In between that story arc, between Rogue One, Darth Vader, and everyone else, kind of off with finding the last Jedi. Cal Kestis was one of them. Like you play as Sith throughout the whole game. You can customize your lightsaber to anything you like. I probably will like replay that game again soon, but for me, this game hits great with emotions. The whole sacrifice you go throughout the whole game itself. You go up against big bosses. The final fell in your face. It was insane, but it was so fun to play. For number 7, it was the 2018 version of Spider-Man. I played that game multiple times. I love the story. I love the outcome of it all. Of Peter working with the main threat, Otto Octavius. You got to know for one thing, if you work as a villain with Otto, becomes Doc Ock. He was the biggest threat to Spider-Man for decades, from the comics to the shows to the movies, and to this game itself. It got a hint of him and the end of Spider-Man 2, so he may be hinting of coming back in Spider-Man 3. More to that to another video. But with this Spider-Man game itself, I love the whole plot. Doc Ock recruit all the villains to team up to take down Spider-Man. He was basically on his own, facing all the threats. You too play as MJ, more like doing the stealth missions. You meet Miles Morales in this game. Got to know his whole story to lead into Spider-Man Miles Morales story that came out years later. I love how they did with the game. It's fun. They did a remaster of it too, as well, and they did DLCs. So, probably will play that game again soon. And for number 6, that actually made it to the list, was Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. For me, I did fall in love with this whole story. Got to know everything about Nathan Drake. You meet Chloe. You meet um what's her, you still meet your love interest Elaine. Like Victor Sullivan, you meet the same people from the other games. But this story hits well because I love Lavalish, the main villain, the main threat of this game was great. Going to this whole world looking open legend deep in the volcano. It was so cool with this game itself. Like you meet betrayal. Everything else in this game was so great. That's why I fell in love with the whole story. For the top 5 hits harder than the bottom 10 games. Number 5, Resident Evil 4 Remake Edition. For me, I played this game more than 3 to 4 times. I love the story mix of horror and action because it's Leon. You do a lot of action games to it. Like I thought adding Requiem to this was would be a top tier for me because I beat the game twice. But for this game itself, I beat it 3 times. I fell in love with the whole story, with the action to it, with the story, the whole. You meet Ashley, you saved her from this evil threat Simmons to this new virus of getting lost in this whole village town. It's so great. Like you can see every aspect of every part of this journey with Leon. The story was great. The storytelling itself was like fantastic. That's why this game made it to the number 5 list. For number 4, The Last of Us Part 4. Part 4. Really, I made Last of Us Part 1. For this game, hits really hard. Like you play as Joel and you meet Ellie in this game. You try to quote the connection with her, and it was so cool to play this game. This year is one of my favorite games so far from this show already because I never played The Last of Us before. I think I played it once a couple years ago on the PS4, but I played this game all the way through. And honestly, I fell in love with the story, with the emotions of Ellie getting closer to Joel. You got the whole game itself facing off this whole new zombie apocalypse thing. It has a whole new like a territory of everything else, like trying to survive, try to kill humans and zombie like creatures. It was so great. I saw the show season 1, and I never finished off season 2 yet, so I should probably rewatch the whole series again. But I think from Last of Us Part 1 was great. I love the story. I love the emotions between Joel and Ellie throughout the whole game itself. For number 3, it chose was Spider-Man 2 that came out in 2023. I played this game more than twice already. I'm gonna play it again, but I guess I kind of want to review the game as well for this year. Like for me, Spider-Man 2 was different. When I first played Spider-Man 1 that came out a few years ago, I love that story. But with Spider-Man 2 was different because for me, I thought of this game was really well put. Like the villain, I thought Graven the Hunter would be the main threat, but it wasn't more like a side villain. But the main threat was Harry. Like I was surprised to see Harry Osborn in this game as Venom. Like Venom is the biggest threat to Spider-Man. Like I love how they brought in Harry Osborn as to play as the main villain as Venom. Like I was like most surprised to see like I would like to see Eddie Brock, but as Venom, but it was Harry Osborn Peter's best friend became Venom, and it was like hard to see his best friend died. Like I know everyone played this game already, and this game really hits really well. Like the whole story, the plot, the emotions. You play as MJ as well. Because some stealth missions you do, but we do play as Spider-Man and also play as Miles Morales. Like there's two Spider-Mans you play as that the whole game itself is. Miles Morales you can switch to Peter Parker Spider-Man. It hits so well for this game. That's why Spider-Man 2 is still one of the good games that I do love playing. For the one-up for this game list, it was tough to see for the top two, for number one and two. For the second spot, I wanted um and chose Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. Like this game hits well. Like in my thoughts of Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. I played that game probably more than 5 times already because I played it on the PS4 as well. I play all those Uncharted games. I probably will play those games later during the summertime, early fall. Um, From playing Uncharted 4 at the extent you hit differently, you meet your brother for like decades, so it's been past, and Sam Drake came back in Nathan's life. Then you play as mostly Nathan Drake, but you do play out the whole story of his like pirate's booty, like yeah, basically it's Avery. The whole story was more like involvement with everything else. That's why I love Uncharted 4 more than Uncharted 3 and 2. Like, Uncharted 4 hits differently. Hits me well for the emotions, the story. I will probably have to play that game again this year. Like, honestly, for me, this year, it'll be Uncharted games by late summertime. For that week between July or August. Because I'm playing God of War, playing other games too as well, but Uncharted is on my to-do list to play this year. For the number one spot, it was so tough to choose this one between God of War from 2018 and Ragnarok. Both games was great. I love Ragnarok a lot, but I think for the whole emotional gameplay, I chose the God of War from 2018. I know everybody hated this choice, but for me, God of War from 2018 hits differently. The emotions, you train Atreus, the son of Kratos, and you have to teach him some lessons to grow up for when you play Ragnarok later on in the next game. Like for me, for this game itself, because right now I'm actually playing it right now, I fell in love with the story. The gameplay itself was amazing, and everything else was beautiful. The scenery, you go in Midgard. Kratos, the last time you see Kratos before this game was God of War 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy one. After the third one ended, Kratos went to Midgard and got a wife and had a son. And now in this game, you go back and visit the beginning of Kratos on Midgard with the Asgardians people, and you see like everything else. This game just hits like different for me because I love the story. It was such a good concept of a fun game. Well, thank you for hanging out with Pets Real Gaming, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you do, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, right down over here, guys. If you want to be notified by my videos, hit that notification bell icon as well. Bye, guys.